Alright. This is Dark Flame. So the nice thing about this is it can work with controller already. That's a big plus. We're just going to jump right in. New game. Time played 00. This is the pre-alpha demo. It's time to take back the keep. And we're going to do just that. So already I like the feel of it. The fact that you can actually feel yourself trudging up this little slope right here. That means a lot more than you might think. It actually adds to the whole feel. I mean, when the environment actually affects your character like that, it makes a big difference. Yet another. What? You won't live long. Can I kill him? Well, apparently he'll live forever. So I just noticed with the sword slashiness, it seems like I'm losing a bit of my bar. I'm guessing that's stamina. Yep, and then when I'm all out, I slash a little bit slower. I wonder if it deals less damage, too. Recharge is fairly quick, though, so I can get over that. Alright. Oh, crap. These skulls do not break easy. Huh, I don't know what happened there. I started running to the left, but I think that was entirely intended. The room is clear. I think that was kind of a scripted death. Or I could just really suck at this game. Yep, scripted death. And look at all the broken stuff. You can now cast spells using L1 and R1. No, I can't. Don't lie to me. Whoa! Okay, that's impressive. The way that barrel broke was pretty slick. Especially the fact that only the top barrels got destroyed, and they just kind of went flying like that. I'm also a big fan of that sound effect. The sound effect really adds to the whole feel of it all. It's wonderful. I will say I gotta get used to this stamina meter, because when I start attacking slower, you can really feel it. Alright, get some health back there. Can't break through metal. Or stone. As that clearly was stone. Pretty good music, so this guy's pretty chill. I don't think his shield actually does anything. I can slash right through it. Just for show. Oh! Okay, okay. What the heck? He started moving like crazy right there. Huh, alright, so I guess when he gets closer to death, he just kind of lunges into you. It'd be nice if there was like a better indicator that he was going to do a back thing. Can I do the back thing? Oh, I can. Triangle. There we go. Actually, it takes a little bit of stamina, but I can do it pretty quickly. Nice. Yeah, he just kind of moonwalked into me there, didn't he? This is clearly the only way to travel. It's so quick. Once again, borrowing from Castlevania, which is totally fine, but at the same time, I think it's a little too quick, because it automatically beats out your standard mode of travel. Like, if I can just do this constantly, move way, way faster, that's all I'm going to want to do. So it makes walking kind of obsolete, except for the whole stamina draining thing. You again. Are you going to fall down? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. Ah, jeez, ran right into that. Can I just not? Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's just not. Because I deal 1 damage to him. I don't have anything in my inventory, do I? Equipment. I do not. Yeah, that's a pretty weak sword. I'm going to be weak for a little while. Yeah, the stamina does definitely... it's a nice deterrent for spamming attacks. Boy, if I even touch him, I'm dead. I have 1 HP. There's no way I can fight him either. I'm just going to do the same thing I did to his brother. See if I can lure him down here. Toto! Ah, no. I feel a little too weak for the intro, honestly. If I'm getting 3-shotted by not even attacks, but just touching people, that's going to cause us some sad times for quite a while until I get good. Yeah, now, there's always a mentality that comes to touching enemies and getting hurt, right? So, if... Look at that. Like, he wasn't really attacking right there. I just kind of touched him. Like, I touched his sword. So, his hitbox, his sword includes on his hitbox, I guess, and ends up, doing damage. And because he's, his sword, the way he holds it right here, he holds it down and forward like that. I need to get close to him in order to hit him. But look at how much range I have to work with. If he is moving forward, there we go, I leveled up. If he's moving forward, that sword could just lightly touch my knee, and then I take the full damage, 25, which is a ton of damage. It's actually about 1/3 my health, look at that. So I gotta be, and then he can back into me, ooh. So I gotta be really careful with these enemies. These enemies seem very, very tough at the beginning. Like, exceptionally tough, honestly. And I understand maybe it's supposed to be a hard game, but you gotta balance the hard, like, the difficulty with the fun. Right now it feels like an uneven difficulty. It feels like it's very stacked against me, whereas a solid difficulty is one where it's not necessarily stacked against me, but it's the AI that's challenging, the parries and the dodges and everything. So I'm being told to cast spells. The thing is, I can't figure out how. It said to use L and R1 to try to cast spells, and that doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh, that's why, because it's not LNR1, it's LNR2. Well, that makes much more sense, actually. But I only have so much mana. So I guess there was a typo there. It's actually L2 and R2, it looks like. That's R2. Ooh, that's a cool spell. Handy dandy. Ah, no. I got poisoned. Oh my god! Touching him does more damage than a sword. Look at that, I'm gonna die! What the heck? Okay, that's no good. No, no, no. No, no, no. You can't start off a game and make the easiest enemy the zombie. If you touch him, you die. I mean, there's Dark Souls, and then there's just being mean. What are you gonna do? And you again, huh? I kinda can't do much against him. I don't have my magic anymore. Can I jump over him? Yeah, I can. Drop down platforms. Double jump, yay. Nice little wing animation there. I'm a fan of that. The overall aesthetic of this game is nothing short of beautiful, honestly. So how does one get out of here? I can double jump, but I can't triple jump. And I can't go this way or that way. Ah, that'll do it. I didn't even realize that was a lever, actually. Maybe you want to highlight that a bit more, make it a little more obvious that that's a lever. Ooh, some health. I would love some health right now. But yeah, I think that's a good one right there. Is that lever is like so hard to make out. And it's interesting that I got the double jump, but I wasn't kind of forced to use it. I thought that was going to be a situation where you can only get out by double jumping, so it kind of forces you to understand the height of your double jump and everything. Seems like a missed opportunity, but not a big deal. Both ways work, I suppose. Enemies don't have knockback. Okay, it takes like 4 hits. I could have died right there. That skull was not playing fair. Ah, look at that, some armor. You have changed your appearance. Oh, damn, so I have. I look like a boss. So was that actual equipment? Oh, it wasn't. I thought for sure that'd be real armor. Oh, watch out. Okay. I'm just gonna play the dodge game. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not playing the dodge game. And back at the start. At least I can double jump over guys now. I don't even want to fight. Right now the game is not... Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Maybe I want to fight now. Alright, so what did I get here? We got a Shimasha. Better agility, I guess. Did I equip it? Yeah. Looks like I did. I can't tell, actually. They look the same. See, when I touched it... Yeah, okay, it looks like I have it equipped. When you equip something, it should probably just take you out of this menu, right? Oh, I have points, too. I didn't even realize. Let's level up. Increase your HP by 13, increase your SP by 2, increase your magic by 7. So I'm guessing this is obviously HP, stamina, and magic powers. So we'll go ahead and up our HP. I think I can use that right now. I thought it would affect how much damage I do, but I'm guessing only the weapons actually do that. Overall, it's definitely a great framework so far. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, actually, by the framework, and you can do a lot with this right here. Now, let's see if I deal a little more damage. I definitely attack quicker, which increases my DPS, but I gotta watch out for that stamina. So let's talk level design for a second here. So one of the major fights we have is with this guy right here, and that's kind of made apparent because he's the first enemy we see with his shield, actually. And we're actually fighting him on a slope, which should in theory help us, but it doesn't, and that's because of his lunge attack. His lunge attack is a direct, it benefits directly from me being on a slope. So really, this is more of a... Again, we're at the beginning of the game here, and this is a really unfair fight in my advantage. Now, on the one hand, like I said, I can stay down here and attack him, but on the other hand, his lunge will just go so quickly through that. There's no stumbling or anything. Maybe consider putting an enemy there that can't lunge quite as far as that one dude can, or do moonwalking, or whichever. Oh, look at that. That was like going right towards his face. Yeah, there's not a lot of give between me getting myself in danger and... Oh! Boy, yeah, that's another thing. The lunge attack, it's hard to differentiate between the really far lunge attack and the normal lunge attack. Like right there, I thought he was just going to do a normal attack. It's hard to tell the difference. I don't even know if there is a difference. Maybe try and get an animation in there that's a little more obvious that he's preparing for a lunge. Come on. What I do like is the audio cue. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet, but there's an audio cue whenever you run out of stamina. That is a huge help for a combat system like this, and that's because nobody wants to be staring at their heads-up display while they're playing. With the audio cue, we know instantly when we're out of stamina without having to look, without having to take our attention away from the important thing. Oh, alright, let's get up here. Oh, good. More death. I was worried there wouldn't be enough of that. Thank God I can crouch. Totally guessed on that. Spikes. Nice death spike. Wait, what's over here? What was the point of this? Wait. Okay. Thank God. Ah, the Crusader. Okay, let's check this out. I would have felt so sad if there was nothing over here. Increases my strength by a lot, actually. Plus 2 damage, so let's try that. And in addition, we'll go ahead and level up, and let's up our agility this time around. We're going to be the Master of None. I'm already really digging this game. Oh, nope. I was off. Oh, that was the spikes. They're still up. Gotta jump over them. Oh my. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, no. Whatever. Doesn't seem really be any kind of downside to dying aside from having to walk all the way back and kill everything again. Why? No, but it's fun. It's good fun. I do kind of wish that there were more checkpoints few and far between if we're going to die this much, because it's clear we're going to die a lot in this game, like Dark Souls. This is very much it feels like a Dark Souls-inspired game in a lot of ways. At least now I can deal some damage. And that's fine. If you're going to have me die a lot, that's fine, but try to put a few more checkpoints around. At least towards the beginning. If you're not going to make the beginning easier, you got to at least make it more forgiving for your dying. For example, the death you experience right at the beginning, which you have to experience, that's just how it is. It'd be nice if I didn't have to walk all the way back from the start because of that. Ghostly respawn effects would look awesome, actually. That'd be great. I do like this little pinwheel here. It kind of directs you to the left side the first time around. Ah! How are you supposed to see those spikes coming? Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. But the enemies don't trigger them. I kind of wish the enemies were affected by the traps as well. I mean, you could use that to your advantage. You could actually use that as a way of finding traps. Oh, is this a... Yeah, save point. Game saved. Alright. So I guess this would be our checkpoint, kind of. Alright, looking good. But yeah, I mean, you can use that to your advantage. If you can, like, lure... Or not even lure enemies over to things, but sometimes just have them kind of show you that there are traps around, you know? Of course, then you have to make AIs that know how to react to traps. So it's obviously trickier at that point. There we go. Ah, I couldn't back up for... Oh, right, backing up takes stamina. I knew that. Ooh, what's this? Hey, look at that. Knives. I like knives. Gives me a little more reach. Anyway, the one game thing I think you could do to really make all of this intro part easier, just make my sword a little bit longer. Again, we talked about how I can't really get too close without running the risk of getting hit by just idle movement. And now that I have my knife, I feel a lot safer because I can just use it as much as I want as long as I have magic. Ugh! There has to be some way to open this. Need some help? Where did you come from? It doesn't matter. There should be a lever around here. Find it. Okay. Wow, she's just ordering me around. Like we just met. I could be the president of the goddamn universe and she wouldn't care. Was there a cue or indicator that was a save point? Not really, aside from there being kind of a cross, and cross kind of the sign of resurrection and everything that can kind of be a gimme. But it could have more glowing effects. It could look cooler, obviously. I do need to note that I do like this rain effect going on back in the background there. Adds just that little extra bit of detail, that little extra bit of animation that makes it feel a little more polished, you know what I mean? Moving backgrounds are always great. The parallax is great in the background, and the rain really does add to it nicely. Oh, that's charming. Good enemy design. I like it. Of course, now I'm just going to spam these knives like crazy because of the longer reach. And a jump. Ow! Ow! There's not really any kind of a... Oh, I'm poisoned, aren't I? I might die here. The room is clear. Yay? Oh, no! I couldn't even see that! I'm gonna die. Crap. The poison is just so brutal, dude. The poison is so unbelievably brutal. Do I have any kind of item to counter it? No. I just gotta die. That is some brutal poison, man. I mean, I understand, you know, it's a slow death over time, and the only thing is, it deals about the same amount of damage overall that being attacked with a sword would, except for the part where I have to see myself dying, because I don't have any way of fixing it, at least this early in the game. So we've already encountered 2 enemies that can poison. and no real solution to it aside from hoping to find an apple somewhere. Pretty brutal. So unless you're going to make apples more plentiful, it's really more or less just, hey, watch yourself die slowly. And that just is like, oh no, that makes me sad. So, you know, I guess there's the whole glimmer of hope, like, maybe I could save myself, but you can't. But anyway, we're going to talk more about level design here, because I feel like that's the thing that is most lacking in this. In Metroidvanias, it's the most important thing, obviously. And so far I've seen some questionable design decisions for the levels, but easily fixable ones. And I'm going to go back over there and discuss the most obvious one. Aside from just these guys in general being annoying, they like to attack you while you can't see them yet. So let's go ahead and go back to that situation. I'll probably fall into the same trap accidentally. There we go, I hear him. So you can hear him, but here's the thing. You can't see him. Right now, I am in a situation where, unless I've done it before, or I'm very observant auditorially, I'm not going to notice that there's a dude up here spitting acid. Look, I can't even see him, and he's literally hovering above me right here. And I can't see him until it's probably going to be too late like it was last time. You got to find some way to have the camera show that guy, and that might be a little tricky, but if that's not the way to do it, then you have to maybe move him in a position where he can be seen. He has to be seen before he can do the damage to me, so I can know it's coming, so I can anticipate, prepare, and, okay, crap, and do something about it. Now, I don't know if maybe that just means you gotta zoom out the camera a little bit. Maybe the camera's just a little too zoomed in to see a lot of things before you get hit by them. And that is entirely possible. I mean, look at this field of view I have right here. It's pretty limited. You can't see that much. Definitely stand to see more. I would say maybe about... I'd say about 1/32 of the whole screen is taken up by my character alone. That's a lot of screen space. That's a lot of screen real estate. And that's one of the things with platformers is you gotta... It's supposed to be your one advantage, is that you can see further than a normal person usually would. There we go, press down to save the game. Nice little effect when you save the game, but like right here, you could have some glowing effects or something around that cross. Really glow that shit up, polish it like crazy, you know, make it look awesome. Yeah, the music is awesome. I gotta say that right now. The music is actually outstanding in every way. I'm very on board with this music. What was it? Fire spell? There we go. Fire spell again. Burn the unclean. There we go. His death sound wasn't really that death soundy. I don't even know if he had one. It might have just been the other guy spitting, actually, now that I think about it. Oh no! I'm out of juice! Oh, and I got knocked back. Oh, no, I'm just confused. Confusion is real. Confusion lasts a bit longer than I think it needs to, though, honestly. For getting hit once? Yikes. That is a long wait. No. No! The skull also kind of just hangs on you there, but then again, you don't get knocked back, so that's probably a big reason to why. Look at how long this confusion lasts. I'm still confused. That's insane. That is a really long debuff. Oh, there's nothing here? Nope, there it is. What do we got here? Pyromancer's Curved Blade. Alright, let's see what this is all about. That sounds badass. Increases intelligence. Also has a special attack. I can try that out. Ooh, look at that. Flamey. The stamina system, though, ooh, that is a tricky one to get used to. But I do think it adds a nice little... Ow! I think it adds a nice little bit of flavor to everything. Oh, boy. Good thing I saved right here. I don't think the fire's actually worth a damn. It just looks cool. I thought maybe it would set people on fire, but nope. I'm going to stick with the other weapon. The higher damage is just overall better right here. Yeah, I love all the particle effects with the destruction. In fact, I would say the destruction looks top-notch. Oh, boy. Poison again. Isn't that fun? The answer is no, it's not. What do we got here? Hey, I didn't die. Can I go into the save room and get health back, maybe? That'd be nice. There it is. And that's something to rely on while you're doing leveling up. Heck, right here is a good level-up point. And that might be something to worry about. It's just the fact that people can just go back... Kill this guy. Which once again comes down to level design. Go back. I mean, this is going to happen eventually anyway. People are going to grind things, whether it be because there's loot you can get out of them, whether it be to just level up. It's going to happen. And it is a little troublesome. Now, let's talk about that enemy design. The whole spitting guy right there. Does he have to be, like, spitting 3 every time? I mean, 3's a lot. It's like a shotgun effect. Pretty much if you're not, like... where I am right here, for example, if I'm not in a position where I'm, like, underneath him in some way, shape, or form, there's no way I'm going to dodge that. It's just too widespread. I have to either jump above him and be really close to him, but if I'm far away, I'm screwed. So, he's kind of a great sniper shot in that sense, I suppose. I mean, is it really so? Would it be so bad if he just had one? Like right there. I had to choose to either get hit by him or get hit by the trap. Ugh, I don't like this one as much. I want my knives back. Poop. So I don't know if there's any way to switch back to my knives. I think those are just gone. Just like real Castlevania. Overall, I do feel like this game is definitely in a very good place so far, but I think it really needs some looking at some of its level design. And definitely some of its brutality. This is an overly difficult game, in my opinion. This is a game that's difficult for the sake of difficult, and not necessarily because of the AI or anything, but because it's all stacked against you. Usually in games like Dark Souls, for example, when you want to be hard, what you got to do is you got to make the tactics hard to defend against and such like that. But it's not so much the attacks are hard to defend against as much as it is they just deal a ton of damage flat out every time, and you don't have any method of recovery. That's one of the reasons why Dark Souls does that too. They do it where enemies deal a massive amount of damage. And it kind of works out in its advantage because you get the Eustace Flask. You have the ability to back up and go into a defensive mode where you can just kind of heal and keep going. Which, of course, is a staple of the genre at this point. Oh boy, look at that. Like, I've been hit twice right now, and I'll die if I don't get this health, actually, I think. I mean, when you're dying that quickly, something is clearly wrong. 15 damage from touching him. I've leveled up twice now. I'm just going to go ahead and max out my HP, because clearly that's what I need. I'll probably do way better now, but even still. Status effects duration only apply 50% now. So I guess over time you get traits, it looks like. Traits that actually enhance your ability. And that'll help you feel more like a badass down the line. But again, it's the start of any game that is the most important time to engage people. And if you're killing them left and right, that is going to be so unengaging, it's going to scare them away, quite frankly. Why wouldn't it? Oh boy. Oh boy. So yeah, this guy can two-shot me, that's official now. And there's not much room for me to avoid because his skull's around me like crazy. What was it? That one? Nope. And I was confused, so I ran into him. Yeah, it's definitely a really great start to a game, but I think that it really needs to tone down the difficulty in terms of how much damage you take from everything. It is so intense. And again, I love difficult games, I really do, but this is difficult for the sake of everything having an advantage over you, not difficult in the sense of even ground, but tough gameplay, you know what I'm saying? But I would say, yeah. I shouldn't go much further, I don't think. I think we've hit on a lot of good points here. But I will say this game really does impress me in a lot of ways, especially with the overall style, both graphically and audio style. Overall, it's just really solid. It's really just the sense of everything being against you that's really killing me here. I do want to talk one more time about the level design. I'm going to talk about this place right here. You have to make a choice on the way up here, whether you want to get hit by the trap or by the enemies. This guy is already coming at you full force, and you have no way of dodging him, because he's coming at you while you're getting a pendulum swinging at you. You have to either take the damage from him, the spitter, or the swinging thing. I don't think I've gone through this once yet without getting hit. And that's partially, once again, because I can't see anything ahead of time. I don't know where they are or where they're coming from. And once again, I gotta remember to duck while I'm coming towards him. It's just a question of making sure... There we go. Making sure that the player has enough information to prepare for these situations. Oh, dang it. I didn't jump over that enough. Let's try that. And I was lucky because he didn't come lunging at me this time, so I was able to get through. But I still took the damage, but not much. And this guy right here, you can't even see him up here. He just falls down on you. If I didn't see him that one time, I probably would be falling for that every time. These skulls, they follow you and stay on top of you when they reach you. That's really dangerous, because, like, then I'm under constant damage unless I can get away with them, or from them. But I'm confused at the same time once I get hit by them. So because I'm confused, I'm going to be moving in the wrong direction, which is instinctually going to make me realize, wait, I should be going the other direction. So I press to go the other direction, but he's already on top of me, so I'm taking more damage from him. And it just kind of stacks from there. I want to see... Okay, I'm going to concentrate really hard now. I want to see if I can get through this whole part without... Nope. I want to see if I can get through this whole part without taking any damage. So I'm going to play it really defensively this time. I'm just going to duck here until he spits. There it is. And let's try to dodge this. I'm going to play as defensive as I possibly can right now. Okay. Oh! Dang it, and now I got a stamina. There we go. Okay, it can be done, but by God, that is really tricky. Look at that. Didn't even make it to the top. Still had to get hit by him. Because I didn't know he was going to fall. Again, it's a question of information. Just not enough information right here. Alright, I'm confused, so I gotta remember to go the other way. Oh, no! And then my confusion stopped, and then I went the other way! Ugh! Ugh! Yeah, I really do feel like the cards are just so stacked against you in so many instances in this game, and not in a fun way. That's the problem. It's not in a fun way. Some people will find it fun. The masochists among us, myself included, will find it fun to some degree. But there's just so much going on that you are not going to be able to fight as easily as you should. So, you know, keep going with it, obviously. It's a great game, and it's definitely got a great future if it keeps on this path, but I do think some of the masochistic aspects of it really need some re-examining here. Ah, dang it. That lunge. That lunge is real. Good thing I maxed out on health. I'm going to see if I can kill him, and then we're going to call it there. Watch the lunge. Nope, it's a summon. That's another thing is the attack pattern. Sometimes I can't tell exactly what they're planning on doing. Oh, no! No! Ah, the confusion. Yes, the confusion does reverse controls, much like confusion in many other games, if you hadn't guessed yet. Confusion reverses controls, which means it can completely throw off everything you're doing. And I think the skulls applying confusion is just so overly brutal, because there's so many of them, and they come out so quick. You just kind of got to deal with it. I feel like if you don't max out health, you have no way of doing well in this game. See, I thought he was going to summon right there. But by the time I would know for sure, it would be too late. The skulls are just so on point. The skulls really need... Oh, no, I got a little lag spike there. That made me jump right into him. Anyway, the skulls really need a moment where they're not on top of you after they reach you. You know, they have to kind of go past you and then go back towards you again. They can't just stay on top of you. That causes way too many issues. Out of stamina, so I can't do my back up thing. Takes a long time to regen the stamina, too. I'm going to need some agility soon. I really just... I'm determined to want to beat this guy, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. Apparently I don't have enough magic yet. I thought I did. What you might want to do is make it like another audio effect when you have enough magic to do your tool. That'd be another nice little audio cue you could add in right there. That'd be pretty sweet. I could just leave this guy, but I really want to fight him. I really want to beat him. See, and he's wearing down... That's another... He spawns as many of those as he wants, and he wears down your stamina when he does that, so you can't approach him, because in order to escape his attack, you're going to need to be able to back up, and you need stamina to do that. So again, it's a bit of an issue where it's... where the enemy design is just way over the top, way too powerful. It'd be nice if they had a limit on how much they could do this stuff too, like if they had their own magical gauges and you could eventually exhaust their ability to do stuff like this. Again, that would be something where it'd be even footing. There we go, finally beat him by throwing stuff at him. That would be a question of even footing. But the problem, I think, the main problem is these slopes. If they can lunge at you like that and just go down these slopes like crazy, that can really make it tough to kill them. I mean, you can't get anywhere near them because you don't know if they're just going to lunge at you at any given second. But we did beat it, and I think this is probably the pyre. I think this is probably the best place for us to call it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dark Flame, and I do think this is a really, really great game, as it is right now, but I do believe that it could be better. But I do believe it is on the right path, and I hope that the developer continues to examine the game elements of this game. Thanks a lot for watching.